At the start of this year, I decided to join an art school, and to prepare for that, I enrolled in a class and which taught us painting. I've never painted before that. Yeah, this was probably my first time holding a brush. I mostly when I was in school, I only used color pencils and markers to make my drawings, and this was a new experience for me. I thought that this would be easy, like since I knew how to color in color pencils and markers, like this would go smoothly for me. uh, After 3 months of the class, I realized that painting like is very hard. Like if you're not into it from childhood, then I don't think you can pick it up very easily. And you can say that it's skill issue, like painting is very easy, but when you're in exam with like thousands of others who have like been doing this for years or from the childhood, then it's tough. So yeah, I gave the exams and surprise, surprise, I didn't get enrolled. There might be many excuses for me to say, but yeah, still, it's all skill issue. I could have done better. So what's next? Going ahead, the most sane thing to do would be, listen to my parents and just do what they say and do what they want me to do. Or for different people, it would be like to, stop doing art and, go get a regular job, become an engineer, uh, become a doctor, get a diploma, do something else. For my case, it's like uh, get a standard desk job and continue on living. And yeah, that's the video, guys. Thank you. Oh, so the engineers left, the doctors left. All right. Okay, so now let's get down to the real plan. Yeah, I didn't get enrolled into art school, and like this is like mentally very hard for many people. Like those are from the poorer sections of society. They can't pay big fees and get into private classes. For me, I was planning to go into JJ, but like because that is probably the best college in Maharashtra. It has its reputation, but recently, but I've been hearing the teachers are not as good, or like there have been no exceptional students like passed out from this college for decades, etc. So what am I gonna do next? Am I gonna start living in my mom's basement from now on? Make YouTube videos? Well, that's one part of the plan. Okay, so what's the next? See, when you're doing art, it's not always about the degree you own, because you can have like a billion degrees, but in the end, it all depends on how good your skills are, how many things you can do, and how good you are at them. So for me, I'd like to be a character designer and manga artist, an illustrator. For all these three things, one thing is in common, that you must know how to make good character designs and good anatomy. So for that, I'll be studying myself, and it might be easy to say for some people, but it might be easy to say, but it's actually pretty tough, being consistent and practicing every day. And when every source of distraction is near you, you actually lose focus on what you're going to do. In that case, going to the college would be a much better, because then you have a responsibility on your shoulders. But when you're alone, and you actually get a lot of leeway to just not do things, make excuses and do other stuff. So it depends on how you do it, but for me, I'm gonna perfect my anatomy. And for that, I've been using an art book for my self-study. The book I'm referring to is Stoner's Anatomy by Jung Young Seok. There are actually many different books you can start from. You might be more into gestures, or but I want to actually perfect my anatomy, and this book goes into detail on every bone and muscle and skeleton of the character of the human body, so that you can have a perfect knowledge of what you're going to draw. Skeletal and muscular anatomy might be too complicated for some beginners, but like this book is pretty beginner friendly, and there are a lot of funny illustrations that are simpler to understand, and the artist actually breaking down the anatomy in more understandable pieces. And this book is actually reviewed by many goated artists, one of them being Kim Jong-gi, and yeah, you can trust him. So the obvious question is where to buy this book. I've looked into Amazon, but I don't think Amazon India has this book. So we all know what we have to do next. And I'm not endorsing piracy, but as a wise man once said, you only pay for your internet bill Everything else is free. Aside from the books, YouTube videos might be some of the best help you can get for free. And there are many different channels you can go to. For the starters, I'd like actually avoid the channels that teach you anime art, because for starters I'd actually avoid starting with anime art, because you actually need to perfect your basic skills before going into anatomy, because anime art is mostly a art style which breaks a lot of rules. So you must know your rules first, your anatomy, your anatomy, your perspective, etc. And after you've after you're like moderately skilled in all that, you can break the rules and start making manga art and anime art, etc. If you directly dive into anime and manga art, you're kind of handicapping yourself from learning things, and it's better to get a grasp of everything before getting into anime and manga art. So that's what I'm gonna do. So aside from books and YouTube videos, what are the other sources we can refer to? Courses. There are many online art courses, actually too many of them to choose from. For like some years ago in 2021 or 2022, Udemy had a lot of ads and sponsors. I've looked into Udemy, but most of their courses are kind of ass, speaking bluntly, and I'd not suggest you taking them or even paying for them. Okay, so I'm gonna mention two places from where you can actually get legit courses, and if you are willing to pay, you can pay for them. I've already downloaded course from one of these website, and I'd say it's pretty good. Like, it's in foreign language, and it was pretty hard to get the subtitles for it, but yeah, it's actually worth it. Okay, so the first is Colosso. Colosso is actually a great fucking website. There are courses on a lot of art related stuff. Colosso also offers a variety of courses for different things you want to do. Some of them might be character art, background art, character design for games, character illustration for manga, and etc. And there's even courses on animation if you want to take them. For the second website I'll refer to is iMag. Not iMac, no, fuck no, not that. IAMAG, IAMAG, EIMAG, okay, whatever. Okay, so this website is actually pretty great for digital artists who are more into 3D art and game design. It will also teach you concept art and character art for games, and these courses are actually created by people who actually work in industry, professionals, yeah, and they are pretty affordable. So yeah, let me know in the comments which path you actually took. Did you go for the easy way or the hard way, or did you actually go for the forbidden way? And I will also fix my streaming schedule this week, so I'll be more consistent in streams, and so that you all don't have to get a random notifications at I don't know 1 a.m. any day, like wow. So so don't lose hope, anyone. Keep practicing, and good things will come eventually if you put in hard work.